All right, turning our attention back to Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, which has caused a lot of volatility in the market. This is concerns to continue to grow about other banks. Joining us now for more is Tennessee Senator and author of The Mind of a Conservative Woman, Marsha Blackburn. Good morning.
Good morning.
Senator, great to have you back with us. So two major banks, both collapsing within a week. And now, according to the New York Post, Credit Suisse is going to be bailed out by the Swiss government to try and prevent a complete collapse there. How concerned are you about what's going on right now?
We should all be concerned, and we should all be watching very carefully what has happened. When you look at Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, what you know is that the regulators had information, but there was lack of supervision. And whether it was the California regulators or the San Francisco Fed in the case of SVB. And there was just not the supervision that should have been. They knew the bank had had fast growth. They knew the bank was looking at bonds and placing their money in bonds. They knew that this was setting up a liquidity issue. It is now coming to light that SVB had gone a month or so ago over to Goldman and said, how do we deal with this? They knew that there was an issue, and neither the San Francisco Fed or the California regulators would step up to do something.
Yeah, Senator, the Biden administration forced to bail out Silicon Valley Bank, although they're not calling it a bailout, to calm fears of a banking crisis. Do you think this was the right move?
Oh, no. I mean, what they're trying to do now is another gift to the rich. You look at those that are depositors and investors with Silicon Valley Bank. You have people that are involved in tech, people that are involved in green energy. They have a board that is very much involved with Democrat politics. You have DEI and ESG at the top of their to-do list. That's what they were concerned about. So it ought not to be taxpayers in Tennessee that are having to bail out Silicon Valley Bank or Signature Bank. They don't want to see their fees go up because they're going to say, well, everyone contributes to this fund, but it's not their problem. In Tennessee, it is the problem of the depositors and the investors and the board of directors and the management team of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank.
Senator, I want to get your reaction to this video that was released early this morning, about 40 minutes before we went on air, of this Russian fighter jet interacting with a U.S. drone over the Black Sea. What does this mean for an already strained relationship between the U.S. and Russia?
We are quite concerned about this and how it happened. I've not seen the entirety of the footage. I've seen the clip that everyone else has seen. I think the intentionality of this, whether it was an accident or it was intentional, that is going to be something that we will learn. I expect we'll have a classified briefing on this when we return next week.
Oh, that's interesting, Senator. We have 42 seconds of video. That's what all the networks were given early this morning. You think there might be more?
I think there is more footage on that, and we look forward to seeing that.
All right, more to follow. Senator, I want to quickly move on to a letter that you sent to the CEO of Pinterest. Can you talk to us more about that?
Absolutely. We were quite concerned. Senator Blumenthal and I have worked on this issue of kids' online safety, and we've done this in a bipartisan manner, and we've done it for the last few years. And as we have investigated and held hearings on all of these social media platforms and have delved into the harms that are coming to children, especially to young girls, when you look at eating disorders, bullying, depression, mental health issues, pedophiles that are tracking and stalking children, threatening children. And this is all coming from these social media platforms.
Yeah.
And then to hear this from Pinterest, that as you've got parents that are probably doing innocent pins of their children,
Right.
and they are being accessed by pedophiles who are building libraries of these photos.
I'm so
We
glad
have
you're
asked
doing this,
Pinterest
Senator.
for information. We have not received it yet.
Okay, keep us posted on that. Senator Marsha Blackburn, great
Yes.
state of Tennessee. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.